Hello and welcome to another Nostale video. Today I am going to make an attempt at making 5-some dark resistance gloves. Sorry if I sound a little different, I'm actually a little bit sick right now, but we unfortunately failed the 5-some gloves. That did take most of my money. It was around 500,000, which is not too bad. I think we can get that back pretty easily now that we're getting to a higher level and the quests are starting to give a little bit more gold. Unfortunately, my respawn point was in this place that I was doing PTS, so I'll be right back while I get to the original place that I want to be. Alright, I'm back to where I want to be. I just set my return point here. And now we're going to go on to this time space, which I'm a little bit worried about because I believe this is a pretty tough one. I think with my pet we should be okay. I think I might use a not a Lover's Tarot card. Maybe I'll just use an Amulet of Defense just to help defend myself a little bit better. I can't remember exactly what's in this time space, but I know this is a pretty tough one. So, and I'm not using these amulets for anything else, so I thought I'd just use one. Alright. Another thing I forgot to do, I can collect my daily box in the Nostale. I think there's still 2. I know the double XP event ended, but I think the 13th anniversary event is still going on. Wow, that's a waste of an inventory slot. I'll just delete those biscuits. I would normally sell the things to an NPC, but I don't think they're worth anything. They might be like 1 or 2 gold a piece. So really I don't think it's worth trying to save. It's not worth using up the inventory slot. And the bright side of this time space is we're finishing one of my side quests, so that's good. Looks like my pets are taking some damage, and I'm out of mana. That's the one bad thing about having a specialist card this early, is you run out of mana pretty quick on all of them. Some of these skills even take up like half of your mana. I do kind of remember this time space now. I think it gets a little more difficult as it goes on. And I think there's just a lot of rooms. So this is probably going to take some time to complete. Unfortunately, my pet keeps running up to pick up the items. It's kind of annoying because my pet is not a tank, so it could get itself killed while doing that. Alright, almost done with this room. I think there's plenty of rooms left to go, so we're going to be here for a little while. Also, another thing you may have noticed, if you're a subscriber or if you've been watching several of my videos, I did start uploading videos on another game called Genshin Impact, which is a pretty fun game. I am liking it so far, and I have kind of been replacing some of my Nostale videos with those, but I'm definitely not planning on quitting Nostale or anything. I just, I wanted to start branching out into a few more games. Trying to be careful here so I don't die. But yeah, I was just trying to branch out a little bit. I'd like to start playing some other games and keep going with the Nostale videos. But eventually, I'm not sure where to go with these videos, because once I get to 55 It's mostly going to be grinding in Land of Death, and I don't know, I'm sure people don't want to watch that over and over. I might level up in Land of Death and then continue quests and just use these videos from that point on as kind of a quest guide on where to go and how to complete the quests. I think that would be pretty good, but of course it takes time to level up after 55. And if you don't know, the quests basically stop giving you experience at level 55. They still give you some, but not nearly enough to level up and keep going with the quests. You need to grind outside of quests to level up. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, one big downside of the game, but the bright side is I could probably do some things like a Land of Death guide. I've thought about it in the past, but it's kind of a difficult guide to do because the Land of Death is so big and there's so many things you can do, so it's kind of difficult to show it all in one video. I could do something like show Reborns in one video, then show Bridge in another video, then do GK, and then maybe full map in separate videos. But yeah, those are some of the things I've been thinking about. I still want to do some money-making guides, but I'm kind of running low on ideas. I still have a few, but nothing major. I would also like to get my main account, or this account, it doesn't really matter, but I'd like to get one of my accounts to level like 88 or 90 so I can start doing some of the higher level stuff. Because I haven't been able to do Act 7 at all, and I've done very little of Act 6. My main account is level 87 plus 3. I know that's not very much of Act 6, but I was mostly trying to do it by myself just to kind of explore and see what it's like. So yeah, I'd like to show off some higher level content first. Obviously it's a little bit difficult because I'm not higher level, so I don't know how to do a lot of that stuff right now. But I'm sure I can figure it out and then make some guides on how to do it. But getting to that level, from level 87 to 88 has been the most difficult level up of the entire game from what I've experienced. It's just so tough because you can't... It's kind of hard to grind places like Act 6 because I still don't have any C-level weapons, and my weapons are still level 85, so they're not very good. And what else? I don't even have level 88 equipment yet, so that's kind of... I'm still pretty weak, so I really need to hit at least a level 88, and then I think I'll hit a little bit of a stronger power spike or whatever you call it. And then from that point I'll be able to... I don't know if I can do Act 5.2 to make some money, but that would be nice. And then maybe I could do Act 6 a little bit easier and maybe get a couple of people to grind there with me. I haven't done much with other people in Act 6 because it just seems like I'm pretty weak, and I feel like most people would want someone experienced and strong. So I was kind of afraid to ask someone to do it and then they would say, well, you're not strong enough to do it yet. So I was trying to get to at least 88 first. And with the double XP event, I did get a little bit of combat XP, but not very much. I think I'm at like 20% now. So I think if I stick with Land of Death and or try to recruit as many people as I can for Land of Death, and then try and do like GK or full map. Then that would be pretty good, as well as occasionally doing some Act 6 if I can. Trying not to kill my partner here. I think I mentioned this, but I did set my partner to go to my mini land when he dies. Just because I don't think he's worth wasting my Seeds of Power on. Alright. Let's heal up really quick. I think this is where it starts getting a little bit more difficult. Yeah, so there's a boss here. I'm gonna try and get it killed pretty quick. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I think sometimes you have to watch the NPCs don't die. I do think more things spawn in this room, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. One thing I noticed was the Tower Tarot cards are down to about 45,000 gold, which is extremely cheap compared to what they used to be. And they're the ones that give an XP boost, which is nice because I can use that on my main account, or I can use that on this account once I get to level 55 and do the Land of Death. But yeah. It looks like they might not spawn. Oh yeah, they do. I thought they did. It took a while though. Alright. This is actually not as hard as I thought it would be. I think it's more difficult as an archer because you can't really tank the enemies and you can't tank the boss. With a mage, I think you can heal, so it's not too bad. But I don't exactly remember. Alright. And what else? Oh, I need to exchange some of these letters for there's I think it's a 15-day buff that you can get when you exchange the letters at Mimi Mentor. So I really need to do that on this account. I believe it gives an XP boost. I actually forgot about that. I don't think I have all of the letters yet. I think I might be missing a couple. I can't exactly remember what the letters spell out. But yeah. Alright. These guys, for level 55, they're not that tough. I really wish I did have that dark resistance though. Would have been nice to have the gloves. Maybe I should have considered going for fire first. And that way I would have fire gloves and dark resistance boots, which would kind of be like a best of both worlds. I would have one of each. But I think, so for fire resistance, I'll probably go for flame gloves, which I think are a bit more expensive than what I paid for the gloves, the dark res gloves. But they are also higher resistance, so yeah. Alright, now we need to go back to Mimi Mentor. I'm just going to use that Fury so I can get sprint and run a little bit faster. Maybe could have used Wing of Return up there, but I was just going to go to the center point. This is kind of a little safe zone. Not exactly, because the monsters can follow you to here. But if they don't follow you, then you're pretty safe just standing right here. Alright, let's go see what this next quest is. Oh, I think I know what the letters spell. Nostale 13. Let's see. Let me try that first. Exchange for the metal, I think. Do I have the letters? No. I think I'm missing an R. Let me check the shop really quick just to see if I can find a really cheap one. Sometimes people do sell the event items for like a few hundred gold a piece. Here we go. Just what I was looking for. Alright, now let's go exchange that. Exchange. Yes. Now, 10% more experience, and the same for pets and partners, and attack and defense is increased. So this is for 15 days, and once you use it, you might not see the effect right away, but if you go to your parcel, and then you go to consumables, you should see the effect there. I was a little worried at first that I couldn't see it, as I thought it would show up as a buff, but it is not showing up like that. It just shows under consumables. Also, your inventory expansions and stuff will show in the same spot. Alright, so level 43 quest. There we go. And now we need to deliver stuff to Malcolm. And what I think I'm going to do, since I'm sick and not feeling very well, I'm going to cut the video here, and I will be back with more Nostale. I'll probably alternate days. Maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Genshin Impact, and then Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday, Nostale. I'm not completely sure on that yet, but that's what I was thinking about maybe doing. But yeah, Nostale videos definitely not stopping, but I am trying to branch out a little bit to some more games and more videos, and hopefully reach a more broad audience. So yeah, if you might be interested in that, consider subscribing. Trying to just get enough subscribers and views to maybe someday monetize my channel, which would be great. But yeah, I'm going to go now, and I'll be back. I'll have to buy more stuff, even though I'm getting a little low on money, and deliver it to Eva Energy, and we'll see how that goes next time.